Imagine a time when ordinary farmers and shepherds picked up their tools and turned them into weapons. A time when simple mountain people stood against mighty rulers, refusing to bow down. This is a story of how Switzerland was born, not in peace, but in blood. This isn't just another history lesson. This is a tale of courage, rebellion, and war. It's about how common men, peasants, became warriors, how they defied powerful empires, and how their fight shaped the Switzerland we know today. If you want to know how an army of farmers defeated knights in shining armor, stay with us till the end. The birth of a nation in the shadows of the Alps. Switzerland today is known for peace, stability, and neutrality. But long ago, it was a land ruled by fear. The Swiss people lived under control of powerful rulers, especially the Habsburgs, one of the most dominant families in Europe. These rulers taxed them, controlled their land, and treated them as inferior subjects. But something was different about the Swiss. They were not like the peasants of other regions. Living in the mountains, they were independent, strong, and deeply connected to their land. They had no kings of their own, no great armies, and no castles. But they had something even more powerful: unity and the will to fight. The oppression of the Habsburgs. During the late 13th century, the Habsburgs were expanding their influence across Central Europe. They wanted full control over the Swiss lands, treating the people like servants. The Swiss were forced to pay high taxes, obey foreign lords, and watch as their rights were slowly taken away. The final straw came when Habsburg officials began appointing their own people as local rulers, replacing traditional Swiss leaders. These foreign governors were cruel and treated the people harshly. Among them was Albrecht Gessler, a particularly oppressive governor, known for his arrogance and brutality. According to legend, Gessler placed his hat on a pole in the town of Altdorf and demanded that every Swiss person bow to it as a sign of respect to the Habsburgs. One man refused. His name was William Tell. The legend of William Tell. William Tell's story became one of Switzerland's most famous legends. He was a simple hunter and an expert marksman with a crossbow. When he refused to bow to Gessler's hat, the governor was furious. As punishment, he ordered Tell to shoot an apple off his own son's head from a great distance. With steady hands and a sharp eye, Tell took the shot and hit the apple cleanly. But the story doesn't end there. Gessler still did not trust Tell and had him arrested. However, Tell managed to escape and later ambushed and killed Gessler. This act of defiance spread like wildfire across Switzerland. It became a symbol of resistance. The people were inspired, and the fire of rebellion was lit. The oath at Rutley, the first step to freedom. In 1291, representatives from 3 Swiss regions, Uri, Schwyz, and Unterwalden, met in secret at a place called Rutley Meadow. There, they swore an oath to fight together against the Habsburgs, no matter the cost. This was the birth of the Swiss Confederation. They had no grand army, no powerful weapons, just their unity and their determination. The Habsburgs laughed at them, believing they could crush these farmers without a fight. But they underestimated the power of people defending their homes. The Battle of Morgarten, 1315. The peasants strike back. The first major battle came in 1315 at Morgarten. The Habsburgs sent a large army of knights and soldiers, confident they would easily destroy the Swiss rebels. After all, knights were the most feared warriors of the time, trained, armored, and mounted on horseback. But the Swiss had a secret weapon: the mountains. They knew their land better than anyone. As the Habsburg army marched through a narrow mountain pass, the Swiss launched a surprise attack. They rolled boulders down the cliffs, causing chaos. Then, armed with halberds, a mix of spear and axe, and simple weapons, they charged. The knights, unable to move properly in the rocky terrain, were slaughtered. The mighty Habsburg army was crushed by an army of peasants. The world took notice. The Battle of Sempach, 1386. The ultimate victory. The victory at Morgarten was just the beginning. The Swiss knew the Habsburgs would return, and in 1386 they did at the Battle of Sempach. The Swiss were again outnumbered. The Habsburg army was led by Duke Leopold III, a powerful noble who wanted revenge. But the Swiss had a new tactic. Instead of fighting knights on open ground, they formed a tight infantry formation called the Hedgehog Formation, using long spears to stop cavalry charges. One Swiss warrior, Arnold von Winkelried, became a legend in this battle. Seeing that the enemy was pushing forward, he threw himself onto the Habsburg spears, creating an opening for his comrades to charge through. His sacrifice turned the tide of the battle. The Swiss won again. Their victory shocked Europe. How could simple farmers defeat the mightiest warriors of their time? The birth of Switzerland. These battles were not just victories. They were the foundation of a nation. The Swiss Confederation grew. More regions joined, and soon they became known as fierce warriors. Their success even influenced military tactics across Europe. By the 15th century, Swiss mercenaries were the most sought-after soldiers in Europe. Even today, the Swiss Guard protects the Vatican, a symbol of their long warrior tradition. Switzerland's independence was officially recognized in 1648, but its spirit was forged long before that, on the battlefields, in the mountains, and in the hearts of its people. The story of Switzerland's birth is a powerful reminder that ordinary people can achieve extraordinary things. They didn't have wealth, castles, or great armies, but they had courage, unity, and an unbreakable will to be free. Their story is one of resilience, a story that still inspires people today. If you found this journey through history fascinating, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more incredible historical stories. And if you want to see more about the greatest battles of history, let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, history is written by those who dare to fight for their freedom.